After rewatching Bobby Lashley win probably more times than I can count, honestly. I was looking at reaction videos. I actually went to WWE's YouTube channel to look at it there, look at the comments there, a lot of positivity, yada, yada, yada. Good stuff there. I was like, I think I looked at the replay of that win, probably not as much as Kofi winning, because that was fucking cool. I mean, like, oh, that was fucking cool. But like, I looked at the win of that one. That was a lot. That was really good. Probably the Miz winning 2-3 times, but the Lashley one, over 10 times, at least that one. You know what I'm saying? At least that one. But, a little tear in my eye, per se, if you know what I mean. But I thought about it, and like, people are saying like Lesnar, and I'm thinking Lesnar too, but there's, one interesting thing about that statement. Who wins? I mean, think about it carefully. WWE will not allow Lesnar to tap. Probably ever again. He's not tapping to the Hurt Lock. He's not. It's as likely to happen as Dante and Sora in Smash. It's not going to happen. Bobby Lashley maybe spearing Brock Lesnar a lot and then pinning off of that one like he did to Braun Strowman. Maybe? It's more likely than a tap. And the way Lashley has been dominating, him going down to an F5, at least a single one, I don't see that happening either. Maybe 2, maybe 3. But the thing is there, you're going to put the belt back on Lesnar and have him leave for another year? Really? After building up all that equity, what are you going to have Raw on? What are you going to do with Raw? Like, have regular grudge matches? I mean, how many of you who watched the replay skipped Sheamus versus Drew because it wasn't for a championship? I did. But what do you do? What do you do with that match? If you make Lashley look good, you make Lesnar look bad. And they don't want to make Lesnar look bad. And they can make Lashley look bad. And by having, they could make Lashley look bad, but they can't have Lesnar get that championship because he's not coming back until 2024 or whatever. He's not coming back anytime soon. That leaves Raw without a championship. So how do you book that match? If it's Drew versus Lashley, that's an easier outcome, but not by much. Lashley could tap out Drew, and that could happen. That's fine. But it's a match we've seen before already. Not only in WWE, but it also happened in Impact and yada, yada, yada. Lashley versus Lesnar is a big marquee match because it's never happened before in general. And you could bring up the whole MMA thing for both people. That could be a thing. By the way, Lesnar's record is worse than Lashley's record, by the way. Look it up. So, I think he wasn't like a big champion, or that's what the big deal is. So, if they do that one, who wins, Lesnar or Lashley? If they do Drew versus Lashley, Claymore 1, 2, 3 goes back to the status quo. Drew, dominant guy. Maybe turn Drew. No, Drew's already a face. It's a tricky choice. So what do you guys think is going to happen between this whole championship thing? Maybe it could be a 3-way. If a 3-way happens, then Drew can take the pin, and that means Lashley keeps it, and then Lesnar's strong as well, and Lesnar can go off there. So probably in the end, it'll be a 3-way, just to make it so Drew goes in there as a strong challenger. I think maybe Lesnar could go down if it's a combination of a Claymore and a spear. That way it's like that you still make Lesnar look strong by going on to both moves. It'll be interesting to see how they do this one. But one-on-one, it's very tricky, I think, for the company. You can't make Lesnar look bad. You can't make Lashley look bad either. It's a hard choice. I envy them. No, I don't envy them. I pity them. Yeah. Ooh, it's just, an unenviable position. Try to say that 5 times fast. An unenviable position. Oof.